The ratio of success to failure is simple. 90% fail, 10% succeed. That's the world, the market, the reality. If you let emotions drive you, you belong to the 90%. If you rely on logic, you carve your way into the 10%. No hesitation, no second guessing, just calculated moves. Acting on emotion means surrendering control, becoming predictable, easy to manipulate. A weak decision here, an impulsive mistake there, it all compounds. One slip and it's over. Every choice carries weight. Every action demands calculation. If you're not measuring, you're already losing. Think about markets, stocks, trends. Those who panic lose. The ones who stay calm buy low, sell high, control the game. That's life. React emotionally, and the system devours you. The system never loses. It merely shifts winners and losers. Your job? Stay on the right side. Emotion is an exploit, a backdoor in your mind. It lets others in, plants doubt, fear, anger, attachment. You hand over control every time you overreact. That's why you lose. Break it down. Anger is a reaction to losing control. Fear stems from uncertainty. Sadness signals attachment to something beyond reach. Strip away the noise and what remains? Logic, strategy, calculation. That's power. Those who dominate, generals, traders, hackers, investors, don't flinch. They execute. They adapt. They strike when it's time and wait when it's not. A sniper doesn't pull the trigger on impulse. He waits, calculates, understands the moment. Emotion is the amateur's mistake. Lost something? Move forward. Betrayed? Adapt. Pain? Use it. Every emotion is either a weapon in your hands or a weakness used against you. The choice is yours. Ever notice how winners don't dwell on feelings? They talk numbers, data, probabilities. That's what matters. The moment you prioritize emotions over logic, you've already lost. A weak mind reacts. A strong mind adapts. The world doesn't pause because you're hurt. The algorithm doesn't care. The market doesn't care. Reality keeps moving. Fall behind and it buries you. Strength isn't about fighting harder. It's about fighting smarter, knowing when to engage, when to withdraw, when to strike, when to disappear. Strength is control over reactions, over decisions. The greatest minds, the ones who built, conquered, dominated, they weren't controlled by emotion. They wielded it when needed and detached when necessary. That's why they won. That's why they endured. Life is a system. Your mind is the software. Emotion is the virus. Debug it or let it crash your program. And if it crashes, no one is coming to fix it. You'll sit there broken, wondering what went wrong. The move? Cut the weakness. The moment emotion takes hold, stop. Break it down. What's the trigger? Find it. Kill it. Adapt. Do this consistently, and you become untouchable. Survival is numbers. Control is discipline. Emotion is a flaw. Master the system or be its victim. Every emotional reaction is a mistake, and every mistake costs something: time, energy, money, opportunity, reputation. The more you lose, the harder it is to recover. It's not complicated, it's math. Waste time on anger and you lose efficiency. Waste energy on sadness and you lose momentum. Make emotional decisions and you lose power. Let fear paralyze you and you stay weak. Let emotions control you and you become disposable. Look at those who fail, complainers, blamers, those who cry over circumstances instead of adapting. They share the same flaw. Emotions dictate their actions. They react instead of analyzing. They self-destruct and wonder why they're stuck. Now look at those who win, the ones who survive every storm, every setback, every betrayal. They observe. They calculate. They decide based on data, not feelings. Survival isn't about who suffers the most. It's about who adapts the fastest. Emotion is a tool, not a compass. Use it when it serves you. Discard it when it doesn't. Simple. Rage, channel it into work. Pain, turn it into fuel. Fear, convert it into caution and preparation. But never let emotion dictate decisions. Think about a chessboard. Grandmasters don't move based on emotion. They assess position, probability, risk. Every move is calculated. That's life. Every action either puts you in a better position or a worse one. Let emotion dictate and you lose. Systems, governments, corporations, intelligence agencies don't operate on feelings. They operate on control. They study psychology because they know those who can't control their emotions are easiest to manipulate. React to every insult, every headline, every bait, and you become a puppet. Fairness? Good intentions? Meaningless. The world rewards discipline, strategy, and execution. The ones who fail to grasp this become pawns. Notice how the wealthiest, most powerful figures never act emotionally in public. They remain calm, composed, deliberate. That's not coincidence, it's strategy. The moment you reveal emotions, you expose your weaknesses. Others learn your triggers and use them against you. That's why weak people don't win long term. Discipline is everything. Without control over emotions, you can't control decisions. Without control over decisions, you can't control life. Most people fail because they let impulses dictate their actions, chase temporary feelings over long-term success, seek comfort instead of control. Then, they wonder why they're miserable. Life owes you nothing. It's cold. It's numbers, data, action, consequence. Make weak choices, get weak results. Move emotionally, get played. Rely on hope instead of strategy. Stay broke. That's not negativity, that's reality. Take emotions out of the equation. Analyze everything. If something weakens you, eliminate it. If a habit makes you soft, cut it. If a person drains you, remove them. If a situation isn't profitable, walk away. It's not personal, it's business, and your life is the business. Consider the cost of emotion. How many deals collapsed over a temper tantrum? How many relationships crumbled because feelings overruled reason? How many wars ignited because leaders reacted instead of calculated? The cost of emotion is higher than you think. The reward of control? Power, influence, legacy. Freedom comes from mastering emotions. Control over reactions leads to control over interactions, which shapes outcomes, ultimately determining the course of life. Statistics reveal that logical decision-making consistently outperforms emotional choices in every domain: finance, relationships, career, fitness. Logic eliminates error, while emotion increases it. The fewer the mistakes, the greater the success. The best poker players remain expressionless. They don't celebrate wins or panic over losses. Their neutrality prevents opponents from reading them. Life operates the same way. Displaying emotions makes you predictable, easy to manipulate, and vulnerable. The person who angers or provokes jealousy controls you. If someone can trigger an emotional reaction, they own you. That's why eliminating this weakness is crucial. True control lies in observation over reaction, analysis over impulse. Most people are addicted to emotion, drawn to drama, and driven by reaction. That's why they remain stagnant, manipulated, and stuck. They let life happen to them instead of shaping it to their advantage. They become pawns in a game they don't even realize they're playing. But those who cut out emotional weakness operate like machines, processing, analyzing, executing with precision. Eliminating emotional noise clears judgment, sharpens strategy, and accelerates progress. Power, discipline, and success start with emotional control. Mastering it creates clarity, precision, and dominance. The most successful individuals appear detached not because they lack feeling, but because they've already calculated the cost and anticipated the outcome. They focus on results rather than reacting to temporary emotions. Every emotional reaction introduces errors into the system, slowing it down. A compromised system gets outperformed and overridden by those who maintain control. Reflect on past failures. How many bad decisions stem from emotion? How often did words spoken in anger lead to regret? How many times did impulse override logic, leading to wasted time, energy, and resources? Now, recall the moments where restraint, patience, and analysis led to victory. The difference is undeniable. Emotional control dictates success. Emotion is an open door. Without control, external forces dictate actions. Marketing, sales, media, and politics thrive on manipulating feelings because emotional responses override critical thinking. A fearful person buys security. A jealous person seeks status. An insecure person craves validation. Everything is structured to exploit emotion, and those who fall for it become mere assets in someone else's game. Wars, conflicts, bankruptcies, all rooted in unchecked emotion. Billions of lives ruined because of ego, pride, revenge, fear. The pattern is clear. Those who react emotionally lose. Those who execute with calculation win. The strongest fighters don't swing recklessly. They wait, study, and capitalize on mistakes. The best strategists set traps rather than react impulsively. Emotional decision-making loses battles before they begin. Billionaires don't waste energy on insults or distractions. They focus on data, results, and leverage. They play the game while everyone else reacts to it. The world is a machine running on systems, codes, and structures. Operating emotionally means fighting against an unyielding system, and the system always wins. Those who adapt to reality instead of resisting it thrive. The solution? Detachment from reaction. Every trigger should be met with a pause, a moment of analysis before action. Reaction is not power. True power lies in knowing when to act and when to wait. Control over the environment is essential. Strong individuals guard their mind against unnecessary noise and distractions. They filter what influences them, eliminating anything